year salary.
Okay. Um, and
No, no, you take your time. You take your time. There's a lot of information
okay.
here for us to come down.
Right. So I'm just gonna write that.
Just write that down. Just write that
Okay.
down.
So we're looking. Okay, we're salary. We're talking about 3 board. We are talking about what you would really like to see those 3 locations stay open.
The 3 locations, a 900 a position, and we could get some movement out here and definitely find an agreement here shortly.
And then, so another thing we haven't talked about is the acquisition of physical assets.
Right.
And I think we've both done our research about the market value for that, and I'd like to know what you were thinking about that.
Well, actually, that is what I was talking about, not the salary per position. It was actually asset acquisition.
That asset acquisition, okay.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense, okay. Asset acquisition, okay. And so then so if I would like to get $230 annually for
$230
for myself and my guys and women.
We could do $210 if you'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
If again we come up with the asset acquisition at 900 in the 3 offices.
Okay.
And then you'll also get the 3 members on the board, which is pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
We already threw Allegheny at you as just for good act of good faith.
Okay. So,
how are you feeling about that?
I am. Okay. Well, let's continue discussing what the other things we have to discuss before I make decisions about.
All right. Okay.
So we've talked about asset acquisition. So you offered $900K.
900.
3 board members. You would prefer 3 locations. $210 a year, and we've discussed.
$210 a year is pretty good. Pretty good.
So it's an entertainable figure, absolutely. Right. And we're also talking about so you all, not you all.
I'm from the South, so we say y'all.
Y'all. Non-compete clause. That is something that you had brought up during our last negotiation.
Right.
And what are you?
I'm looking at 2 years. How does that feel for you?
Okay. Let's keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
I think we've got one
contract duration.
Yeah.
Right.
And
what were y'all thinking?
Well, we're feeling good about this.
Right.
We want to continue what we're doing.
Yeah. I think we have a good rapport, good synergies, good efficiencies. Yeah.
So I think our team is ready to commit for 5 years.
5 years. How about 4? We call that done. We scratch that contract duration off.
But I'm not going to totally commit to that yet. Okay. So all right. Well, it's looking at what we've got so far.
All right. Yeah. Just throw it on the board.
Back to the board.
Throw it on the board.
So what we're talking about now is $900K for acquisition. We're talking about, we're talking about board. We're talking about
3 offices.
Offices. And we're talking about non-compete.
Mm-hmm. Let's put salary up there too.
And we're talking about salary.
Right.
So
how are you feeling? Do you want to share anything with me?
Yeah, I think that we're gonna need to. I need to work with me so that we can get this up. Okay. I know. So, and this is also based on market information. So I know that this is like on the low end. So I'd like to come back at 1.2.
Well, this is for if it all comes to crux is the board. So it depends on how bad you want that.
Okay.
And I'll be willing to work with you on the $900K if you want to step off the 3.
Okay.
The 3 members.
Okay. What if we moved to 2?
I think it's only 3 or 5. So we have option 1, 2 or 3.
1, 2, or 3.
And 1 is no members, and then 2 is 3. And the third option is you run the board.
That I run the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're already in this middle ground here. We're already in this middle ground here. Okay. And this is really like, so of these issues, this is really like important to you.
Right.
Okay.
It's pretty much, if I buy you, you shouldn't have any more control.
Okay.
Now I'm willing to get you 3 because that's what you're accustomed to, and y'all are accustomed to that. That's fine. But then on the other issues, let's make something happen feasible.
So
because I have to come back to my buyers and tell them, listen, we ceded control to people we bought.
Right. I understand. Okay. And so right now we're at 3.
Yeah.
And we were at 2, and we were at 210. Okay, and I would like to see this move up here. So I am, what if we, all right, I'm willing to, sorry, this is not
That's
good
fine,
for
that's
video.
fine, that's fine. Yeah, you're right.
So if you give us, we will forego board representation.
Okay.
For
higher salary?
For 230.
For 230? How about 210? Got this. We call this a deal. These two close the board and we close the salary. 210,000.
Let's do. I'd like to. Okay. Come back to if I forego the board.
You forego the board.
And if I get 220. 220 and.
All right, forego the board. Get the and what you're thinking.
And I'd like to get this down to.
A non-compete?
Yeah, can we just do, I'd like to do this for one year.
Let's do a year and a half. Meet in the middle.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. Call that, I'll give you your salary. We'll call the 1.5 on the 220 and then you take away the board, so option 1.
Okay, so option
and then as a show of good faith for us to get out of here, I'll raise my asset acquisition to 1.1. And then we can call it a deal right now.
We're at 1.1.
1.1. And that's very...
1.1.
1.1.
And last 2 offices?
We can't do 2 offices at 1.1.
2 offices? Okay.
How you feel this?
Let me just review.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that
definitely confirm with your...
Here, okay.
Because we have the authority to close the deal. We are of the authority.
Yes, and I think that we are... capable of
approaching up on that 1 hour.
Okay, and we're doing the contract. We're doing.
I think we put that in there, didn't we?
Did we? So I was saying we're willing to come in at 5 years.
All right, we'll do 4, and we got it the deal. Good. I'm good with that.
Okay, so then we got 3 offices and board and a. And then we're doing a 220 salary 4-year contract, and we're at 1.1 for assets.
Yeah, 1.1 for assets, 4 in the contract duration, 2.2, a 220 on the salary, a year and a half on non-compete, option 1 for control, 3 offices, and Allegheny.
I think we got a deal.
I think this is going to be a
wonderful partnership.
Partnership for the future.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well,